Welcome to season 2 of the Central PA Pour. This is episode 1. My name is Ben. Thanks for tuning in. Let me swing it around the room, and we have another guest in-house tonight.
Yeah, I'm Brett.
And I'm Dave.
And as Ben just said, this is season 2. We hope you caught our last episode of our season 1 wrap-up. And we are going to continue our format, and we have a guest here. And I believe he was one of our earliest followers. But we're going to let him introduce, and we'll get into some discussion with us. So, welcome.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for letting me kind of start off with season 2 like this. I feel very honored.
You are. This is great. So tell us who you are.
I'm Luke, and I have an Instagram page called Brewscasters. That's the logo, and hitting the table. And just all I do is I do daily posts and beer reviews on the Instagram page, and whether or not if I like them, give a follow and see the adventure of all the beers that I drink as a hobby.
Well, hey, Luke, welcome to the Central PA Pour. I think when I met you on the train for the Ales for Rails back in March.
Yeah,
That's right.
I did that after we had Ben on, or Glenn on here from Brewery Tours. And Ben here texted me, says, when I was doing some of that live stuff, he said, I got to go find this guy. He's sitting on the train somewhere. And I did. And I said, we're going to have you on here sometime. And we are.
yes, it feels good to finally be here. I know schedule conflicts kept coming up, but now it's here. It's happening.
Yep. So your page is on Instagram.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Is that where you only do it, or do you do it on Facebook or any what is it? TikTok. Twitter, Twitch, I don't know. That we've been through these.
You got all the names right. I'm not sure if you know what they do, though. So we're making progress.
It's a social dilemma with me.
Just on Instagram. That's it.
Okay.
So what got you into the craft beer game, Luke?
Well, the craft beer game. Way back when. We'll start out way back when.
Back in my day.
I never could find anything that I liked. And so we would go to a bar at the time where they had like just refrigerators, you could just go up, bottles, cans, whatever. And I kept getting Samuel Adams, and I just kept, that was my go-to at the time. And so I was going to go for another Samuel Adams, and my one friend that's with me, he's like, life's too short to keep drinking the same beer. And I'm like, all right, well, I'll put this one back. And then I started getting different craft beers out of the fridge, and that's kind of how it all started. And then just kind of took off from there. I just, especially with the Untapped, I keep logging that in. It's just like, I got to reach that high score. So I just keep trying different one after different one.
I think that's kind of when we started the Untapped, my stepson, we were down in North Carolina, my wife and I went to a bunch of the craft brewers down there, Manio and Outer Banks, and my wife's talking to her son. He goes, doesn't he know about this Untapped? I'm like, I don't use an app. I use my phone to make a call and receive a call. Well, I got hooked. I got my first badge, basically calling me an alcoholic because I checked every beer I had in that day. But so yeah, it's been kind of we've discussed this in our earlier episode. It's almost like a Boy Scout. Hey, I got to get a badge. Got to get that badge.
That's right. It always feels good too when you get that badge.
And you're pissed off when you don't get one.
Exactly.
So you started as Brewscasters, and you do it. Take a picture and put it on Instagram or the video or.
I started out doing just pictures and just a little description where I got it, what the brewery, ABV, IBUs if I have it, and what style it is, and then I just kind of go what I taste, what I smell, and go off of that, and just kind of go. I don't say it's like, oh, it's a bad beer or it's a good beer. It's just if somebody is out there looking at it, reading it, and be like, okay, let me try that, instead of me saying, oh, it's good or it's bad. I let the people figure it out on their own.
Yeah, we've all said that.
Yep.
It's what we're tasting.
Right.
Go and try it for yourself. And I think we've run into that with a lot of the breweries and the owners saying, well, if you don't like it, don't check it in and give us like a 1 star or a half a star. Just don't check it in.
Yeah. I find a lot of people that I talk to and all that stuff, like they hate Untapped. They hate it. But my weird scale of it, I don't put anything below 4 star. If it's just, I like it, 4 star. But if I really like it, 5 star, even though they're 1, 2, and 3 stars. So I just 4 and on up. That's how weird enough. That's how I do it.
That's a good principle. I think we all got the same idea.
Yeah,
I usually top out at like 3 1/4, 3 1/2. So
that's my low ones of 3 or 3 1/4, and that's not saying it's a bad beer. It's just not my style, and
Right.
we've said that we're going to put it in our notes. It's not for me. That's exactly what we're going to say. It's not for me. We're not going to say, this is awful. Don't go get it.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be awful. It might be awful to you, but someone that's sitting right beside you, it's just, they enjoy the beer and they like it and it's good for them. So they like it. So, and they'll never taste it if you look at it and say, oh, this is, ugh.
They'll never give it a chance.
They'll never give it a try. It's not fair. So
speaking of badges, where are you at on all your check-ins? I want to see where I'm at in this scale of.
No one can catch you.
We'll have to pull up.
I'm a low rung, man. I'm on the low rung.
Pull up the stats here.
That's right. I'm actually, I know it off the top of my head because I'm coming up
gosh.
to I'm coming up to another milestone of 2,000 different beers. So I'm already trying to figure out which one it is so I can. This one's my 2K,
Oh, wow.
So I'm already trying to figure out which one that is.
Got the whole post already ready to go.
That's right.
I got
right.
you. I got you. Creative minds. Yeah.
So when did the videos kind of start?
The videos kind of started after I'm like, I guess I did I got into a rut with Instagram. Send a picture, but description, send it out, picture, description, send it out. I just found that I wasn't giving it my full attention, and I wasn't, just put my full effort in there. And I'm like, all right, it's getting stale. I'm not like interacting to any of my followers. I'm just going through the motion. And then I'm like, what can I do to actually freshen things up, be more interactive? And then that's when Tasty Tuesday, the videos came about. And even then, when I first did Tasty Tuesday, I look back at my old ones and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is way too serious. And I'm just like, it was way too serious. And then for whatever reason, everybody says my intro is the Mr. Roger neighborhood kind of vibe. I
was just going to ask
in.
about that. You're going to have to bring us back into a segment with one of the hello.
Yeah, I think
we're going to have to. Yeah,
I think after our next
we're
tasting, we're going to have to
put you on the spot
because Ben and I have talked, and Dave's not on Facebook, right?
No.
I'm not even going to say what other app you have, but I was going to try and be funny, Dave. But we've been trying to tell them, Kevin. He's seen it, and it's like, oh, we got to get Luke on here. It's just the way he does some of these. It's like it's hilarious. And if you don't watch it, I mean, get out there. And that's on Facebook, right?
It's
everything just on Instagram.
Yes.
Okay.
What's for the people? What's the Instagram handle, Luke?
Brewscasters. Oh, I guess
Brewscasters.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I end up doing the post on my just personal page, but it's not like a Brewscasters page.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so we're gonna put those links there to where you can find Luke as far as that stuff goes. But yeah, make sure you get on there and follow some of this because it's absolutely hilarious.
Thanks.
When we put down here, I didn't even mention what this episode is.
We'll get there.
Oh, well, I'm gonna do it right now. So we are coming up into Oktoberfest. This is the season for Oktoberfest beers, and then we are going to be doing nothing but Oktoberfest. And when I put the email out, I said, yeah, we're going to do our OK to Beer Fest. And Ben and Luke didn't even know what I was talking about. And I just had to show them your cousin from Boston, Sam Adams commercial. So the OK to Beer Fest, and that's what we're going to be doing here today. But I was shocked that Luke didn't show up in his Lederhosen.
I know, missed opportunity. It was in the back of my mind, and I didn't go with it.
But so speaking of, let's get into our first one, guys. What do you say?
You got it.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
First up, we have Desperate Times Oktoberfest. You find Desperate Times in Carlisle, PA. We've had a few of their things on here. So the brewer notes for Oktoberfest from Desperate Times. It's a malty, rich lager that starts slightly sweet and finishes dry. Some untapped stats for you. This one's clocking in at a 5.4% with a 23 IBU. There are currently 52 check-ins with an average rating of 3.93.
Cheers. Desperate Times
Cheers.
Oktoberfest. Or OK to Beer Fest.
It's always good.
Smells good. Get a little bit of sweetness out of it. Different. Mild. It's a little bit mild.
Smell. It's good though.
Yeah.
It's good.
It does have a different flavor.
Yeah.
Different flavor.
So, Luke, tell us what you're kind of tasting.
Yeah, mildly sweet and like a bit of a that malty backbone of it, but other than that,
I kind of like it.
yeah, maybe a little spice.
Yeah.
There's a
At the
spice
end,
in it. That's
yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
Did that say that in the notes there, Ben? About a spice or just said what?
No.
Mildly what?
Malty, rich lager that starts slightly sweet and finishes dry.
It does have a dry
Mhm.
finish. So,
And it is malty sweet.
it is.
That's
Yes.
and that's a flavor. It's almost like a maple. It's
You're getting a maple flavor out
it's
of it.
almost like a maple flavor. If you
Oh, that's pretty good though. I'm going to do at least a 3.5. I mean,
I'm not
that's where
I'm not tasting a damn thing, boys. I'm coming off the shelf of the COVID.
I'm at. Yeah. So,
I'm tasting some things, and some things I just feels like I'm drinking water.
so where was that bourbon at? We'll get that Mason Dixon.
Somehow that'll still tickle my toes.
We'll get that 120 some proof.
that
bourbon.
was
Why would I waste
go.
that if I can't taste it? You might as well get the bottom shelf stuff.
That'll kickstart your taste buds.
Yeah, that's
buddy.
right.
yeah. That video didn't show up on any of the podcasts, but we still have it in the back room, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
That clip.
yeah, that clip.
That clip.
Luke, we were drinking canned cocktails,
Yeah.
and our cheers drink was like 120 some proof whiskey.
Oh yes.
I got the orders mixed up. So
Yeah.
I was expecting the canned cocktail, and that whiskey hit my tongue, and I was like, "Ooh!"
That'll wake you up.
Shook me the whole way down. And I'm like, "That's a bit much."
Yes. That definitely shook you. So where are you at on that one, Luke?
I on untapped scale, I'd give that 4.0. Yes.
And that's your lower scale.
That's my on my lower end of that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a little thin. It's not very heavy, but the
Mhm.
margin's usually not going to be thin or heavy. It's going to be more in between with a semi sweet body. It's going to be a medium body beer. So pretty good. So as far as your Brewscasters, I think I've seen a lot. You've go to a hell of a lot of breweries.
I try to. Yeah.
So do we, but we don't make it like that.
Yeah.
It's definitely slowed down now that I have a little one. Year and a half now, so it definitely slowed down. But every time there's a chance, I'm like, all right, I got to go. I got to get that content for Instagram.
Now does
you
your
go.
wife enjoy going with you?
She does, yeah. She because she likes going. Well, we go down to the beach every year, Lewis, Delaware, and Big Oyster Brewing's down there, and she loves their Lips series. It's a sour series. The one was like a raspberry vanilla. The other one was blueberries and blackberries and vanilla, and that's like her go-to, the sour stuff. So every time I go out, I try to bring back some sours for her.
Yeah, so did you have some of the new Fourscore, that special can release they did the other week?
No, I need to get out there to Fourscore.
I'll tell you what, I have Ben and Kevin still sitting in my fridge.
shit.
I'll sell you a 6-pack.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, go right ahead. I forgot all about that. Yikes.
And my wife keeps reminding, when's that 6-pack coming out of the fridge? I need that.
Well, that's in the fridge, not the beer fridge.
No, it's in the fridge.
Oh,
fridge.
that is asking for trouble.
Yep. But yeah, it was funny because I saw that special release was coming out from Fourscore for their smoothies.
Yeah.
And they always put out some good stuff, them and Imprint.
Yeah, that was the only. Yes, I can't believe it. The only Fourscore I've had so far, which, I mean, they're really not that far away. They're over, just the way a little bit in Gettysburg. I've only had the collab. I think it's Balm with Imprint and Fourscore. That's the only one I've had from them. It was great.
They do some really good stuff. And then when I brought those 6-packs home, so it was funny. I was going to Gettysburg for a party, and that was a special day they were releasing that, and all of them said they wanted in. They wanted a 6-pack.
They don't distribute or what?
I don't think they distribute. You
that's
got to
the
go to
end.
their brewery to get it.
Gotcha.
And I walk in, and they were also doing two other new beer releases that day. They were doing the special mix of 6s, and I said, "How many of those mix of 6-packs can I get?" And they said, "As many you want." I said, "I need 4, and I'm also interested in the 2 new beers you're also doing." She said, "That's $140." I'm like, "Nope, that's fine. I'll just take that."
Well, stop it there.
Yep.
Nobody said this was a cheap hobby.
No, not at all.
No, it's not a cheap hobby.
No. I mean,
Yeah,
the wife
it
bought the brew kit thinking it was going to save us money, and I think it's still costing us a lot more money. So we're having a good time with it. But yeah, you got it. If your wife likes the sour stuff,
Yes.
those smoothies from Imprint, Fourscore, they're highly recommended.
It's the soft serve, right?
Yep.
Soft serve series.
And I think Imprint's is what, Schwamba or something?
Oh, yes. Smoogie?
Smoogie, and then I think then Fourscore.
Schmuck.
These names in the art, man.
Well, on our
yeah.
Cinco de Mayo, May the 4th episode, we did some of the
All the
from Fourscore.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Star Wars one.
Star Wars themes. So
Yeah, and that little luchador one from Evergreen.
yeah, so that was the last time we had an Evergreen.
When you were down there in Luce, did you and your wife happen to just to ride the ferry? Did you ride the ferry across the back just for fun?
No, not. Oh my gosh. When I was little, we used to do that all the time,
Yeah.
me and my family, but not too much anymore because I have to be at the front of the ferry and just look at the horizon, or else I'd be like puking over the side. So no, I don't do so well with that anymore.
Well, they were putting on some new boats, and this was years ago when I was down here. But they were putting on some new boats, and the one that we were on, it actually had a piano bar and oh, you didn't see that one? Yeah.
No, I didn't see that.
You can almost envision it that you was on like a ocean cruiser, but just miniaturized. But it was kind of cool. I mean, they had games and it actually had a piano bar. You can go in there and you can order. You got a guy in there playing piano and you sit at the piano and they had a nice bar. You can go out and get a mixed drink and sit there and, like you said, go out in the front and sit around and watch the view. But I've never had a problem with that.
Oh shoot! Now I know that there's a piano bar. I might have to hop a ride on.
And they had 2 new boats whenever I went. Last time I was on it, that was shut up. That was back.
Wow.
He gets on me about my age like daily, but this was a while ago. So I had figured they probably had revised their entire fleet by now.
Was that the USS Monitor?
I knew it was coming.
Oh jeez.
That was the Merrimack.
The Merrimack.
You had the wrong one. So
Oh, you guys, what are we gonna do with you?
Have fun, drink some beer. So, as far as you say, your wife enjoys it. How long have you been married, by the way?
It was, oh gosh, 2016.
Uh-oh.
You're getting
I
into
know,
trouble.
right?
What the
You're
hell?
putting on the quiz here. I'm not ready for quizzes. 4 years?
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, thanks.
But yeah, I got to bring up a funny story. So when, I met you on the train, and then after, what is it, become friends on Facebook and stuff, I saw your last name and it rung a bell.
Oh, yes. Small world.
Small world indeed, because I graduated with his dad. I went to school with his dad and your uncle, Rich.
Oh, yes.
Yep. So, and we got our reunion coming up this year. So, and I think he's coming. So we'll But it was funny because he called me. He said, "Oh, I heard you met my son." I'm like, "I don't know." He said, "Luke." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I guess I did."
Holy crap!
Because that was even before I saw your last name, so it was pretty funny. But yeah, so that was the first time we met, and you were one of our earlier followers.
Yes.
So thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Yes, no way. Because I always liked supporting, especially when I found out, like, don't have too much. I mean, we have a lot of breweries around here, but we don't have. We have the Ale Trail, they're promoting and doing all that, but like podcasts, YouTube stuff like that don't have too much around here. So it was really cool when I saw that come across my recommendation. And I'm like, well, I'm going to follow, subscribe, untap y'all. And I might have gone a little overboard, but.
Oh, no, we appreciate every little thing.
We love the engagement, man. Really. It's
so,
been great. Thank you.
We're trying to build this. I know Ben's really pushing to go more live stuff. We're going to get more active with that on
We'll get there.
a weekly basis.
Yep.
We're not going to compete with the Tasty Tuesday.
No. That's right. Pick another day.
Yeah.
Thirsty Thursday.
What's
There you go.
Sundays, right? Too.
You got one.
Sometime, not often.
Side by side.
Side by side Sunday, where it's I just pick one brewery, and I've done this brewery a lot on Side by Side Sunday. By a lot, like maybe twice. New Trail, they have their flagship hazy Broken Heels, and then they have a double Broken Heels, the double. Yeah. So I just kind of pit one brewery and then pick like a single or a double and just figure out which one I like better, instead of pitting two breweries together. In the back of my mind, I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to pick one and say which one I like best from them. Kind of how that came about.
And how many followers do you have?
I don't know offhand.
2,348.
And a half.
Yeah. I think 2,000, but
that's a lot.
I think
That's a decent number.
That's a decent number.
Yeah.
We're trying to get there.
We're getting close. We have 2 or 3. No.
So yeah, this is just, and I was like, we got to get Luke on here. So this is unlike our other interviews, talking to a brewer and stuff. So we're just trying to shoot the shit and find out more about Luke. What makes Luke tick? What got, like Ben had asked you, what got you into this? What are some of your favorite beers?
Favorite beers. I guess I'll start with like style. I love the hazies, the New England IPA, the hazy IPAs, anything that just tastes like orange juice when you drink it.
We've had a couple of them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
And it's funny that, Kevin says he doesn't like that, but he'll go for a West Coast, but he'll still turn his nose up to it.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. What are we going to do with him?
You're not big on the barrel-aged?
I love barrel-aged. I do have, what do I have? I have a Winding Path, the bourbon barrel sitting on my shelf.
It's very good.
I can't remember
We
what
had that
year
the
it
other
is.
day, right?
It's very good.
Yeah.
I love that.
That was our cheers beer for our final episode.
For the final episode. That's right.
2021 version, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
She had 2 cans left, and she gave them both to us.
Yes.
But yeah, so hazies are some of your favorite styles.
Yes.
You have a favorite brewery that you like for the hazy?
New Trail. New Trail Brewing, yeah. I like, I love what they put out. It's almost like, I feel like it's almost like a new release every other week or so. And I just keep going out and getting that one. And some of my favorites from them is the Hammock Double IPA and Shades, or like 2 of my favorites that they put out.
And I noticed New Trail. I mean, you go in there and New Trail's got a variety of beer. I mean, it's like you got your choices of all these different styles of beer from New Trail. It's like, how do you know which is what? I mean, of course, if you do a lot of drinking from New Trail, you're going to
know which one to go for.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they got Broken Heels. We've done Trail Days and all kind of stuff. So, yeah, I like some New Trail stuff. I do.
Flannel Weather, is that right?
Oh, that's another good. I forgot about that one. Yes,
Yeah,
Flannel Weather.
Should be coming up soon.
Yes. That with the Flannel Weather Motueka. Oh, that's a good one. like the New Zealand hops. And you put New Zealand hops in a hazy, I will get it no matter what.
But Ben brought that up about pivot parts from Haymauer.
Yeah.
They highlight just one hop, and it's helping you, and it might help us all. That since we're not connoisseurs, or what is a sommelier, where you can taste every flavor in anything.
Mm.
That's kind of a neat way that Brooks is doing that with one hop in the beer. So you're getting that flavor of what that hop tastes like.
I do like that. I don't go up there as much as I should. I've had maybe two of that series, and they're just phenomenal. I like the whole concept of the one hop, and you can really, it just showcases it and what it really has to offer, instead of trying to pick apart like a triple IPA that has 5 different hops in it, and you're like, I think I taste this hop, but I'm not sure.
And
so,
and I just spin in circles often, because like similar to the New Trail stuff that you just mentioned, where they're putting out a new IPA every other week. I notice the same thing with Evergreen sometimes. It's like all these beers are great, but there's a dozen IPAs and they each got 3-4 different hops, and it's like,
yes,
it's difficult, man. It is. That's why like Brett said, I really appreciate the Pivot Part series, and I've seen a couple others do that as well, where they're just focusing on one, maybe 2 ingredients, and it's really bringing light to what that hop has to offer.
Well, even when we had Michael and Sharon on here, Reifsnyder from Gems Farm, just their knowledge of the different hops that they grow, what each one brings to the table, was awesome. That was a great interview.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was good.
So back to Instagram. Luke has 2,800 followers.
28.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Wow.
And that's at Brewscasters on Instagram. And you can find us at Central PA Pour on all social media and wherever you get your podcasts. Yeah. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We really appreciate liking and sharing and all of that great stuff. We are closing in on 100 subscribers on YouTube. So,
nice.
I'd like to get to 100 before the end of October, so we'll see. We did get 1 or 2 more, I think, since past weekend.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this has been good. Dave, what else you got going on over there? You're staring at your phone?
Yeah.
You have Pornhub on?
Oh, my God.
I got it on my phone over here, but it's sitting on the side. I can't.
No, I have parental control on my phone, so I mean that's something that I'm not going to be able to do anyway. So
not parental, spousal control.
Spousal control. Oh God, what's the next beer we got up here, boys?
Well, I got one other question.
Oh yeah. Let's go. Beer. Let's go.
How old is your? You said it was a year and a half.
Year and a half, yes.
Boy or girl?
Boy.
And I guess you're going to groom him into to the next Brewscaster too, huh?
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna start him young. No.
Well, I tell you what, I gave all my kids a sip when they were young, because my dad did it to me too. Well, look what happened to me. And Ben grew up with my oldest son, so look what happened to him. I guess I shouldn't have done that. But well, congratulations on that's enjoy them now.
Oh, yes.
Because next thing you know, they're as old as Ben, or, as old as Dave and I.
Yeah, it's already flown by.
It does.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Gosh.
Yeah. Our daughter's turning 2 in November, and it's just, it's awesome, man. Enjoy it.
Yeah, I never believed, when you have kids, time flies. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. But now that you have one, it's like, where the heck did all that time go?
Yeah.
Yeah. We just took our grandson down, and it doesn't seem all that long ago, but it was over years ago. And we took him down to Disney, and we hit him at the right time, because that saw Mickey made my day. I probably wouldn't act like that as a 9-year-old, but
right.
It was awesome to do. I mean, but it's like, shit, he's 9 years old. Man, unbelievable. So, yeah, we have another beer here. This one is this is another Oktoberfest, Lancaster Brewing, and the brewer's notes are it's 5 malts, 3 varieties of hops, and authentic Bavarian lager yeast. Go into making the best craft brew Oktoberfest. With deep copper, coloring, rich full body, and lingering malt sweetness are Lancaster OK to Beer Fest. I don't know. I might get copyrighted infringement on that, but that's okay. delivers an incredible lager drinking experience. So they're really focusing on that lager process of this October. So this is Lancaster Brewing. Got an ABV of 5.2, 24 IBUs, and over 11,000 check-ins with an average rating of a 3.46. So Lancaster Oktoberfest.
Oh my gosh. Well, hello there. And we are at our next beer. It's from Lancaster Brewing. Am I correct?
That is correct.
You got it, buddy.
Brewing. So if
Fantastic.
we had to let Luke do that.
Yes.
It was hilarious. And that, I think every time I've watched one of your Tasty Tuesdays or whatever it was, and even on Sundays, the side-by-sides are pretty good too. But
Oh, thank you.
that one you were like in your attic.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I did that 4 or 5 takes for the intro until I was actually happy with that.
So I was like, we got to let Luke bring this beer back in here. So thank you, Luke.
Oh, my pleasure.
Definitely give Luke a look up and a follow because he does some great stuff. But Lancaster Brewing Oktoberfest. Cheers. Very good.
Cheers.
It's got a little bit of a different aroma than the last one we had. Ben, can you smell that?
Cannot. So thanks for filling me in.
I wasn't talking about the beer.
I've been on. Oh
Dude,
shit.
I've got pass.
Yeah, I've been on diaper duty for like 10 days now. So
It all smells the same, right?
Oh, that'll numb you.
No, so
oh shit.
it's got a little bit of a different aroma than the last one. It's not as sweet. I don't get enough as much of a sweetie backbone as that other one. I don't get the spice in it.
Mm-mm.
5 different malts.
I almost think it might be a little sweeter than the other one to me, at least.
I'm getting that too. It's like a little
Lot
sweetness to it,
more
like
sweet.
a bread, like a sweet bread.
Yeah, exactly.
Breadiness.
Yeah.
We have another guest coming in right now.
Yeah, we
One of
do.
the crew.
Oh yeah, we're getting some other people to show up. So
Here comes Pops back from another travel adventure.
Hello there.
yeah, so this isn't bad though. This is pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yo.
How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Sorry.
No, I put you closer to the corner.
Grab your headset. Come on in.
And make sure, Kevin, you talk into the mic.
What do you know?
This this Oktoberfest, man, hopped onto the shelves like the middle of August? It's like just as bad as Walmart putting in the fucking Halloween decorations.
No.
I saw a post today. Somebody posted they're already starting to put out Christmas shit.
Oh, no.
Shocker.
Not yet. Come on.
We ain't even through Halloween, and that stuff's already discounted on the 50% shelves.
I can't take it. Go ahead.
I was wondering if you
So this
had-
isn't bad. I'm going to
Yeah.
stay. This is about 3.5 for me.
The average rating on this is 3.89.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not bad though. It's pretty good
I'll give this one another 4. Another 4 for me on this.
on that same plateau.
Same plateau. Just-
Same plateau. Yeah. It's got ABV of 6.1. And IBU is non-applicable. No bitters. But they got 2,000.
That's the next one, Dave.
The next one,
That's the next one, Dave.
you're jumping ahead.
I'm jumping ahead.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
man.
I was just going to say you got the important job, but you're screwing that up.
Oh, man.
How's the travels, Dad?
I thought where are the brewer notes for this? Didn't we read them?
That's the next one.
That's the next beer
I know, but where are the brewer's notes for this?
right here.
Over there. Did you read them?
We already read them.
Hey,
Brett did.
Do you want to read them again?
Jesus, I'm confused.
Hey, Brett, I could tell you exactly what you could do with those brewer's notes at this point.
Oh boy, this thing took a trap
Tell
in a
'em.
freaking shithole.
Tell him.
I showed up and it goes to hell.
So
You
Luke, this
handed
is-
me these and said, read these brewer notes.
I said you want to do the next beer. There's the There's the notes for the
This
next.
is the next beer. You got
we
me
go
into
again.
that the last time. You guys don't know what next is. You think next is afterward the next one. That's the next beer.
That's the next beer.
The next one.
The next, yeah.
The next after
right.
this
Get
one.
drunk
Are
quick.
we getting into the next one or no?
Well, we were Kevin. This is Luke.
How you doing,
Okay,
Luke?
the next
Hell
one
of an
is-
introduction.
So
Luke is at Brewscasters on Instagram.
Yes. Yeah, I'm familiar.
You just missed the hello there.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
That's the
You'll have to watch it back
intro.
at Central PA Pour, wherever you find your
We can
podcast.
rewind it and let you watch it.
That's
Yes.
all right.
yeah.
I'm only going to be here for a couple minutes and I'm jetting out.
What?
What, bro?
Yeah, I got a house full.
The family's sitting here watching
Yeah.
us. Hey, we're live in front of a studio audience.
Oh. Drinking Busch Light apples.
So you wanted to ask Luke something else? You had said
Yeah, I was curious if you ever got into homebrewing.
No,
Haven't
well,
dabbled at all, huh?
I would love to, but we our house, it's just on a slab, so we don't have a basement, and our garage is not insulated. So I don't have like a spot where I can temperature control
Oh, it's hard.
and that, so I just haven't even started getting into that yet at all.
I gotcha. It would probably take away from I don't know. Would it add to the Brewscasters content, or maybe take some time away from being able to do what you're doing?
Yeah, I could probably put that into another day, because I like putting in got side by side Tasty Tuesday and nerding out.
Homebrew homie.
Yeah, homebrew.
Actually, Kevin and I just brewed one on Labor Day.
We did.
so,
And it's going to be good.
Nice.
I was telling you, it was a saison with some lemongrass to it, and we tasted it before we stuck it in the fermenter. We're checking the original gravity, and it's going to have some good flavor to it.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to give you the nut brown ale.
Oh yes.
Speaking of, we had some names come up.
Interesting. What were they?
I got this text on Saturday, and I didn't recognize the number at first. And it was Jason Heitman from Liquid Hero. Texted me 4 different names, and it was like that. The episode launched on Saturday, and he was like, this was like mid-afternoon, so he must have watched that whole episode right away. See if I can find it here. What did he post up here?
I'll fill some airwaves while you're looking for that. On the Liquid Hero note.
Yeah.
Friday, October 14th, we have signed up. We have entered a team for their golf tournament that is at the Outdoor Country Club in York. It supports For the Love of a Vet. I believe they're still taking entries, so Dad and I are gonna be at that one. Different tournament.
We sponsored a whole in there.
Yeah. Dad and I are going to be at that one. We've sponsored a hole, so be on the lookout for our Central PA Pour sign out at the golf course, and support a good cause if you're able to, and join us golfing on that Friday.
Yeah, so and For Love of a Veteran, what they do is they help veterans with PTSD and those kind of things. That's what their main focus is, and they raise all these kind of funds. They also ship care packages over to those who are deployed. So it's a
nice.
very good organization. So, so here's some of the names that he. So you guys tell me what you think. Bust a Nut Imperial Brown Ale.
Jesus.
Nuts to Butts Imperial Brown Ale. Blind Squirrel Nut Brown Ale. Brett's Left Nut Brown Ale. Sometimes I Feel Like a Nut, which Dave and I talk, we can't use that. We'll definitely get flagged on a copyright. Or Tough to Crack Imperial Nut. So that was actually 6 names he gave me. So that was like, he must have watched the whole episode right away. He texted me right away these names. So I think Bust a Nut kind of sounds pretty good.
I knew you'd pick that one.
Well, I can't go with Brett's Left Nut.
No, and you can't go with nut to butt brown ale. I mean, I'm sorry, that just paints a picture that I just don't want to hear about. I mean, you need to erase that one out of your head.
Need the cheese grater, huh? So, Kevin, you just walked in. Where were you at?
I flew into Detroit, Michigan,
And boy, my arm's tired. I know. I heard that one.
and I flew out of St. Paul, Minnesota.
Okay.
Basically Michigan and Wisconsin, and jumped over to fly home.
All right. So, you got any questions there for Luke since you just popped in?
Well, I don't want to be repetitive, but hey, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having. This is
Forgive me for being late and rude and jumping out in a few minutes here. But no, this is good. This is great.
Yeah, so we left him bring it in. It was pretty funny. We might have to. Let's do that again.
could do that.
So if you've never watched any of his Tasty Tuesdays and Side by Sundays, it's worth a watch. Look him up on Instagram, and you do say you post him on your personal Facebook.
On the
That's how I see him.
Yes, because I don't have. If I run 2 different pages, I feel like I'm. The whole back to the focus. I got to just put all my focus on one thing.
You know about the Business Suite app?
No.
You can manage your Instagram and Facebook accounts from one separate app. It pushes to both of them.
Really? Did not know that.
Meta Business Suite.
Meta Business Suite app.
Okay.
So we're gonna let him try to do this again. We're gonna put him on the spot now. Look at.
Oh, I know, right? Oh my gosh.
I might have to adjust the coloring. You're turning red.
We got the live audience back there. I don't know how to do this.
So this is kind of what you'll get, and he definitely has a lot of information. He really goes. You really tap into the beer of what we're reading, like the brewer's notes and that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And then what you're tasting. But
You mean those brewers notes, not these? Okay.
Some of the brewer notes.
It's your lip itchy.
It gets funny. I feel like I sometimes repeat myself a lot because the one time I did it and recorded it, and my wife's like in the other room, and she's like, "How many times did you say like such and such word?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I kind of said that a lot, didn't I?"
yeah, but you know what? When I've done live stuff, and the same thing, you feel weird, but that's the idea behind a live video.
Right.
It is what it is. If you screw it up, you screw it up. Nobody's perfect.
Right.
My God, we're still learning. We're not perfect, even though we think we are, but not. But anyways, Luke, if you would like to do another intro.
I would love to do another intro.
And, you want to read the brewer's notes on just we're going to introduce one.
Okay.
And we'll let Dave, this is the, Dave, which beer are we going to do?
Now?
Now,
Not
Dave.
next.
Not next.
Not next.
The now.
The Oktoberfest lager?
Yes.
Is that the one you want me to?
That's the one.
This is the one?
Is that the one I just drank?
Could be.
Yep.
You're supposed to, he said, do the next one. So I figured the next one that we drank was the next one. But they have, he has this weird thing saying the next one is not the next one. It's the one after the next.
Here we go.
Thereafter.
Because I said next Friday, and we were on a Wednesday, and this Friday is this Friday. Next Friday is the following. I don't know.
I would agree with that.
Friday after next.
So if I'm sitting here today and I say next Friday, that's not today. That's next fucking Friday.
No, that's the Friday after
Like the
next.
second Tuesday of next week.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like your sister's cousin's friend who knows this friend, best friend, whatever. So, yeah.
Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah.
What beer we
It's
what
the
beer we
Wednesday after
I'm
the
thirsty, Dave.
31st of February.
got? It ends in Y.
Right. It ends in Y. Okay.
We're gonna let Luke, but what's the beer Luke's gonna introduce?
He's going to introduce the Oktoberfest lager.
Okay.
All right.
From
Untapped.
this episode went to shit.
It's from Troegs. I'm just messing with you, man. It's from Troegs Brewery. I'll read you the brewer's notes here real quick. It's Troegs Oktoberfest is here. Our take on its timeless German style starts with a traditional brewing technique called decathlon, creating a bright, dry maltiness. A kettle edition of... Oh, this is all German. Yeah.
Eins fein something.
Eins fein, yeah. Gesufa.
Kevin Cabral.
That's a word that I haven't heard in a long time. Gesufa. It's almost like Gustafa. But careful, don't mix those two words up. All right, I'm done.
First time I can say thank you.
So let Kevin read that last couple words of German.
Oh,
There
no,
you
I don't.
go.
What do you
Yeah,
think?
that's right.
Just because I work for a German company?
Yes, that's true. There you
What are
go.
we even looking at right here?
Right here.
It's eins fein something.
Right in there. Start there.
Hello, too.
Yeah, that's what I did.
I don't know. That's kind of like we were struggling with Sign of the Horse and Second Desparate, which is their German beer house.
Oh, yes.
In Hanover. I've yet to get to that one. We went to Sign of the Horse a couple weeks ago, didn't we, Kevin?
We did. It was good. Nice.
Beer was good. Food was okay.
Yeah.
But the beer was definitely good.
Yeah.
But I want to get to the beer house, this Second Desparate. We're going to let Luke see if he can do this. His typical introduction to one of his videos, if he wants to. However you want to do it. It's all on you.
I might end up just doing it the same way.
Whatever you want.
I didn't see it.
That's
so
fine. He
it's
didn't
not
see the
same.
original.
That's
So
right. That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. You know what? This one's Troegs, right? Yeah, I'll just do it. I'll just do it the same way. Oh, well, hello there. And welcome back. We're with the next beer. It is from Troegs, and it's, what's it called again? The
Oktoberfest lager.
Oktoberfest lager. And just look at that color. That is quite beautiful. And it smells, and I feel like it has like a nice little sweetness of like maybe a bit of floral aromas. So yummy num num. And mildly sweet, not as sweet, I want to say, as the last one, and maybe a bit of like straw notes, I want to say, and just of course with the style of the beers that we've been drinking today, it has like that nice bold maltiness backbone, and it does finish nice, dry and clean, and maybe a touch of spice at the end. But this one's a good one. I gotta say, this one I'm gonna get away from my 4 and go to a 4.25.
All right.
There you go.
A lot of the same characteristics coming through all these beers.
Yeah,
here.
'cause they're all Oktoberfest. They're all margin lagers.
Malty, sweet, dry finish.
Very good, Luke. That was.
Oh, thank you.
I like that. That was
pretty good.
Nice. Yeah.
So you definitely got to check out Brewscasters on Instagram, and maybe we've talked him into how to set up a business page on Facebook.
Yeah.
That's right.
So he goes into a lot of description. This is kind of why I wanted to get him on here. He was one of our first followers, and the videos he does in the descriptions of the beer is great. I do get a little bit of that spice, and not much of a sweet breadiness this time. It's like you said. I think you put it good. Almost like a straw field flavor out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a different flavor profile than the first.
Yeah, definitely. I like that. Anything that's like straw or grassy notes, I just dig that. I like that kind of notes profile.
So Ben, we'd ask you what you're tasting and smelling, but that's gonna be null and void.
I gave up. I passed that one away to Dad.
And I sucked it down.
Did you taste it?
Well, I got a new badge while I was gone, a hotel hopper.
I saw that. Yeah.
I saw
Hotel
that.
hopper.
So with all your check-ins, have you maxed out any of the badges?
Yeah, I've maxed out quite a few, and I feel like when I check one in, I'm used to not getting a badge now. So when I do get a badge, I'm just like, all right, I finally got another badge. But yeah, I finally checked out the Untapped at Home one.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
I finally got that one. I was kind of on my page. I was like, because it came about when COVID happened, so they kind of, I guess, deterred people. Let's stay at home. Let's drink at home. And I kind of put a poll at the beginning of the whole thing. I'm like, will I reach level 100 of this badge, or which will happen first? Me reaching level 100 of the badge, or will COVID be gone? So that's
COVID is still around.
It's still around, and I did reach 100, so I got that one first.
I think the photogenic brew is the one I've maxed out the quickest. That I don't care what it is. I think the other week I checked one in while I was mowing. It was a Bud Light Lime. And my note was
Classy.
my note was, this is what you got to do to clean out your your fridge for good beer. I had to check in Bud Light Lime because it was left from the party.
Nice.
So, Ben, any last minute comments?
Thanks for your time, Luke. I appreciate it. And we enjoy your content here at the CPP crew.
Oh, thank you.
Tell us where they can find us one last time. I think I keep forgetting to bring that into the fold again.
You're going to find us at Central PA Pour on all social media platforms and wherever you get your podcasts as well. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're going to try to push that up. We are slowly approaching 100 subscribers. So we appreciate you liking and sharing all of our stuff. And thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. Dave, any last comments?
No, it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Did you read the fucking brewer's notes?
No, in fact, I tell you what, you should tell me, you should send me over some notes so that I can finish this out. I mean,
You want to read the next one?
no,
Not this one. The next one.
I don't want to read anymore. How's that?
Kevin, any comments?
No, I'm good. I'm going to suck this and sneak out. So thank you, everybody. And
Keep it PG, please. Come on.
Oh,
I did, bitch. I mean,
So, Luke, we do appreciate your time coming up here on a Friday night. That's when we're recording this.
That's this Friday, right?
That's this Friday.
well, thanks for having. This was a blast. I'm not going to lie. I was anxious as all get up doing this. And especially walking down the stairs and seeing the setup, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a lot bigger than what I'm used to watching on YouTube. I'm like, I have no clue how I'm going to do this. I'm like, this is...
It was fun.
Like, yes, I had a blast.
Yeah.
This
So
was great.
you had made that comment when you come down. I was like, oh my God, it looks a lot different in person. It does watching our...
Really
Yeah.
was. Oh my gosh.
So the first couple we did over at Kevin's house.
Yep.
And the idea was to get my basement done. This was supposed to be our brewing room, and it turned in now it's our beer drinking and recording room. So it's a good little place. We have a lot of fun down here.
Nice and cozy.
There you go.
We appreciate it, and we're gonna cheers out here with our final one. And I believe you've already had this one, Luke.
This one's the evergreen. Yes.
Yes, you.
I may have had this one last night.
Yeah,
Already hit the Instagram story.
yeah.
Oh,
That's
man.
right.
Have you? So every beer you check in, you put it on your Instagram.
I tried. Yeah, I tried too. Oh my God. There's some times where I've posted a bunch, like for a week I would post, and then I go through my Untapped. I'm like, I didn't post a single one on Untapped. So I'd go back and like just start filling it all in on one day. So I'm like, oh gosh.
That's pretty cool. So again, look up Brewscasters on Instagram. Give Luke a follow and look up. Make sure you look us up and enjoy your Oktoberfest or OK to Beer Fest.
okay to beer.
Get your Lederhosens out, whatever you want to do. Stein holding. There are a lot of festivals coming up that a lot of the breweries are going to be doing in the next few weeks. And get out and enjoy this great style of beer and enjoy the fall weather. Don't put your Halloween and Christmas shit out too early yet.
That's right.
It's still summer. But this is the Evergreen. You want to read those notes here, Ben? And we're going to...
Yes, sir.
If you send them to me, I'll read them.
Go ahead, Ben.
Snail mail.
The
Or?
next one, Ben. We'll get you the next one.
All right, this one's coming at you from Evergreen Brewing in Campville, Pennsylvania. This is their Oktoberfest. The brewer's notes are as follows. A rich medium to full-bodied dark amber lager brewed for the changing seasons and crisp weather. Malt forward and best enjoyed with good company. The Untapped stats, this one's clocking in at 5.4%. There's no IBU listed. There are 924 check-ins with an average rating of 3.82.
So grab a glass or an Oktoberfest or whatever you're drinking. Let's raise one with the Brewscasters and the CPP, and let's all be
Be bonded by beer.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.